Good morning, y'all. Let's see, it's about 10:36 and I am on, what day is it? Saturday. I'm on my way over to Mary Jo's and we're going to go see a movie. I haven't been in forever, it seems like, and I haven't seen her either. A friend of ours is here, I think I told y'all, from Alabama, and she is liquidating her business here. So she's had plenty of company. So that's what I'm going to do, fun today. Now, I so appreciate y'all that supported me and how I felt with the situation with Terry. And I would say that 99% of y'all who voiced your opinion and told me that I was wrong and whatever, I appreciate that. There were a couple of people that I thought got kind of nasty. I have never abused Terry, and I would never abuse him. But I so appreciate y'all letting me vent. You took the brunt of it. I get really mad, but I get over it really quick. There was a big mess that I had to clean up, but whatever. I'm packing my stuff anyway. Now, it's come down to Terry either needs a caregiver or he needs to go to assisted living. I'm now having to be totally responsible for his medication. He just gets it screwed up. So, y'all know in the beginning, when I moved in with Terry about, 8 months ago, you kept telling me, don't get obligated, don't turn into a caregiver. And I told y'all that I was not going to do that. I used to be a caregiver when I was much younger and I had much more patience, and I loved it. I truly loved it. But not anymore. Not at this time in my life. I don't want the responsibility. I just don't. And I told y'all that from the very beginning. And so things over the last, I would say, couple of months have gotten to the point where he requires quite a bit. Going to the doctor's appointments, making the doctor's appointments, being there when he has the appointment, because somebody has to be there to hear the doctors and what they're saying, because he doesn't remember and he doesn't really get it. So, it's to the point where he needs more help than I can give him. So the choices are that he gets a live-in caregiver who can take care of everything for him. For instance, his hearing aid, he only had one, broke somehow, quit working. Well, I'm going to have to figure that out because he doesn't know how long he's had it. It's called a Phoenix, I think. No, a Phonics. That's the brand name, but he doesn't have any paperwork. He doesn't know who the doctor was that he saw for the hearing test. So we're going to have to start from scratch, I think. First, I'll call his primary care physician and see if they have anything on record for him. If not, we're just going to have to go to a place, get a hearing test done, and then get a hearing aid. Now, you guys know Medicare does not pay for hearing aids, okay? So, that's going to be between him and his daughter. And I have talked to her about this whole situation. And it's up to her, y'all. She's his daughter. I'm basically just a friend who has been doing more and more for him. Now, caregivers make about 23 bucks an hour. Now, why do I know that? Well, one reason I know that is because of Mary Jo's mom. Now, she was in memory care, and before that, she was in assisted living. She was in a place that cost well over 6,000 bucks a month. Now, her Medicare paid for part of that, but she footed the bill for the rest of it. So Terry is like so many of us. We did not save for retirement or our old age. So he will have to go somewhere that just accepts his Medicare, just like I will. So his daughter is working on all of that. So I don't want y'all to be worried about him, that I'm going to mistreat him or anything like that, because I'm not, and I would not. Now, as for myself, oh, and there's another part to that too, is a regular caregiver is not going to move in with a client into a one-bedroom apartment. They're just not going to do that. So we'll see what happens. And I'm just praying for Terry. I told his daughter, you know what? Moving from where he is to the new apartments and then again to an assisted living, that's all very, very hard for someone with dementia or Alzheimer's. Very hard. It was hard for Mary Jo's mom. It was even hard for her to get taken out to go to the doctor's office. Now, she was much more advanced in her disease than Terry is. But anyway, I just let his daughter know that it's time for a change and something on a more permanent level. And so she's going to take care of that. Now, as for me, what am I going to do? Well, I don't know. I do have a nice van. It is not conducive to living in. I do not have a fan in the top of my van to help with ventilation. I don't have solar. It's very small, even though I have lived in my car before. So it is doable, but I would have to go up north. It's going to be too hot down here for me to be inside of the van. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I could head north and go to some national parks for fun. There is some BLM land that is in the eastern part of the state. And I could go up and semi-stay with my older son. I don't really want to do that. Y'all, he's got his house. His roommates moved out. And so he's got his house torn up. He has a bedroom and a bathroom, and I'm sure he still has use of his kitchen, but his house is torn up. So if I did go up, it would be to park in his yard. I could go in to get out of the heat, of course. They're having really crazy weather up there right now. It gets really cool and then it gets hot. So that's pretty typical. But I'd be able to use his house for a shower, and I could cook, but y'all know that when I live in my van, I eat fast food, and it doesn't bother me. And it's cheap for me to do that. So, I don't know. There's several things that I could do. And it won't be too long until my younger son gets out, the end of July. And I definitely want to be up north for that. So that's what's going on in the life of Debrajoy. And of course, Hazel, she's just taking it easy. So y'all, thank you for sticking with me. And I have a couple more, at least one more mobile home park. Thank you, sweetie. One more mobile home park to upload. And then I met the most incredible man, y'all. I'm telling you, traveling around is so much fun because you never know what's going to happen. So I made a little video with him, and I'm trying to think. Dang it. Y'all know it escapes me and then it comes back to me. But anyway, this man is an artist. He owns 10 acres of land. And anyway, he let me do a little interview, and then I took a ton of pictures of some of his artwork. And I think you'll find that pretty interesting. I love y'all, and I hope you are doing something fun today. And I know each one of you struggles with something, whether it's your health or housing or loneliness, isolation, pain. I pray for all of y'all every day and ask God to have mercy and to meet you where your needs are. So that's it for this one. Bye, y'all.